What's going on, guys? Giant Fan for Life 21 back with another video. Sorry about that. Rangers lost to the Devils last night, 3-2 in overtime. Joseph Blandisi scored the game-winning goal. And I'm still pissed about it, man. I was pissed off last night. I was actually trying to make a video last night, but my phone went out on me, so... Yeah, I was pissed off last night, man. I really was. I'm still pissed off now that we lost to a last-place team in the Eastern Conference. That pisses me off. And this has happened to the Rangers all season. We beat good teams like the Penguins, the Capitals, and the Blue Jackets. But we'll lose to teams like the Devils and Hurricanes. It's so annoying, man. Why can't we beat the bad teams? Why can't we beat teams that we're supposed to beat? It's like being the Devils should have been easy. But then again, the Devils always play us tough. Every time they play us, they always play us tough. Even the game we won back on February 25th when Zibanejad won in overtime, they still played us tough. They came back from a 2-goal deficit to take the lead at one point. Then Adam Clendenning tied it, and then Zibanejad ended up winning it. Like, the Devils have always seemed to play us tough. Maybe not the Garden. At the Garden, we absolutely own them, but at least the Prudential Center, they play us tough. They give us a fight. They don't want the Rangers winning in their building. You know, then again, like I said, at the Garden, we usually always beat them. We own the Devils at the Garden, but at Prudential Center, it goes either way. It's like sometimes we get a streak of beating them at their house. Sometimes they get a streak of beating us there, and then it goes back and forth. It's like sometimes the Rangers have a streak of winning there. Sometimes the Devils have a streak of winning there. It's back and forth. Yeah, more about the game. Devils scored first. John Quenneville. He's actually the second cousin of Joe Quenneville, which is kind of weird, but... anyway, he scored the first goal. His first NHL goal. Then, just a little bit later, Oscar Lindbergh tied it. And then right after that, Taylor Hall scored to give the Devils the lead. Then Nash tied it in the third period. Then eventually, Blandisi won in overtime. But I'm going to give a little bit of a rant. Like, Michael Grabiner, man. What the hell are you doing on the overtime winner? What were you doing? Like, you were right there. You could have at least made an effort to try and stop Blandisi from scoring. You know, I know it would be hard. I know it would be tough to do, but at least make an effort. You just stood there and just let him drive to the net and score. You did nothing, Grabiner. I mean, Grabiner, I love you, bro, but you got to make that play. You got to at least make an effort. Like, I'm not saying that you're going to make the play, but you got to at least make an effort to try and make the play. Like, you should have at least went in there and tried to take the puck away from Blandisi and get the puck out of trouble. You shouldn't have at least tried to do that. But, you didn't make an effort. You just let Blandisi drive to the net and put the puck past Raanta on a puck that Raanta had no chance at. No chance. No one's going to stop that. Nobody. No matter how great you are, you're not going to stop that. Like, I'm not saying Ranta's great, but nobody's stopping that puck, okay? That's just the bottom line. Yeah, it was really tough, man. It was. I know it's one game, but the fact that we had a chance to sweep the fact that we had a chance to sweep the Devils tonight, a rival, and we failed to do it, is just tough, And we play the Islanders tonight, which I'm going to get onto a little bit later. Okay? So, yeah, tough loss last night. It just sucks, man. It really does. I feel bad for any Ranger fan who was at the game, honestly. I really do, just to see that happen. I feel bad for any Ranger fan that was at the game. To see Michael Grabiner not even make an effort to get that puck is just disgusting. It's absolutely fucking disgusting, man. It is absolutely disgusting. I just don't understand. I don't understand, man. I don't understand it. Yeah, there's really not much to say about this game. We lost, On to tonight. Against the Islanders. Okay, I'm going to get into that game now. So, we play the Islanders tonight at 8 o'clock on NBCSN at the Garden. So, it's going to be a tough game because the Islanders have had our number. They've always seemed to have our number, the Islanders. They really do. Like, even 2 years ago when we won the President's Trophy, they really had our number. Like, they won the first 4 matchups against us, then we won the last 2, but still, they owned us, man. They swept us last year. Like, it just seems like we can never seem to beat the Islanders. That's just the truth. As much as I hate the Islanders, as much as I like to troll, as much as I like to hate on them, as much as I like to trash talk them, they could be the worst team in the league. Like, they were like the worst team in the league earlier this season, and they still beat us. You know? And they beat us 4-2 the last time we met at Barclays. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the Islanders beat us tonight. I really wouldn't. I'm not saying we can't beat the Islanders, but I'm saying I would not be surprised if they beat us, because they just seem to own us right now. I think the Islanders are going to come to play tonight. That's something we didn't get ready for against the Devils. Like, we took the Devils lightly last game. Now we better be on our game against the Islanders. I don't know. Tonight's going to be a tough task, especially because we've lost our last 6 home games. Hopefully we can break that streak tonight. But it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, man. Like, the Islanders, even though they're out of playoff contention right now, well, they definitely still make it. They're only a few points out, but, you know, they're going to come to play tonight. I expect the Islanders to compete with us hard. I expect them to play us tough. I wouldn't be surprised if the Islanders destroyed us even, because they just seem to own us. But then again, I wouldn't be surprised if we destroy them either, because, you know, yeah, it's going to be a tough task tonight. John Tavares coming into town. It's going to be tough, and we have to be ready. You have to be ready. I really wish Henrik Lundqvist played for this game, man. Because Raanta is good, but I'm just nervous that Henrik Lundqvist is in it. I could rather him be in net in this type of game, not Antti Raanta. Especially after that tough loss last night. I wonder how Ranta's going to rebound from that. I don't know. Hopefully the Rangers can win tonight, man. That's all I could hope for. There's really not much to talk about, you know? I just have nothing to say, really. But, yeah, overall, it's going to be a very tough game. It really is. What else is really there to say about this game? Hopefully we start Tanner Glass, because he brings that physical presence to the ice. He's not a great hockey player. He's certainly not great, but at least he brings that physical presence to the field. At least he brings that hype. At least he brings that energy to the rest of the players. Without him, all the players look like wussies. Because there was a fight late in the second period, and the Devils kicked our ass in that fight. They really did. And our players weren't even fighting. They just took punches. Like, what are you doing? Fight. Like, for real, man. Most of our players are wussies. At least Tanner Glass could stand up to people and knows how to fight. Everyone else is freaking wussies, man. Yeah, I would love it if we started Glass, because he could really help us out. He could really motivate the team. He brings that motivation and physical presence. So hopefully we could get him in there tonight. Yeah, so the Rangers play the Islanders tonight at the Garden. The Islanders have had our number recently. Hopefully we could beat them tonight and end our home losing streak, which is 6 games. I was at the Florida Panthers game. I was at their last home game against the Florida Panthers. We lost 4-3 in a shootout. It sucked. But hopefully against the Islanders we could rebound. Okay, so there's really not much to say. So it's Giants fan for Light 21. I'm out. Peace. Let's go Rangers, baby.